Hello and welcome everybody to the Crown Clash event. But before we jump into that, I have a Galarian Zapdos here. Come on, it's not yellow. What a start to the video, people. Right, weather boosted 1573. We could tab out and have a look and see what this is going to be. Returning to my favorite Pokemon GO hub article. 1573, not going to be a 100%er, and it hasn't crashed. So while we hopelessly throw the Pokeball at this dude, hit the excellence on it, Crown Clash brings in Kingambit and a smattering of shiny boosts on things. It's not going to catch. See you later, Zapdos. It was nice to have you pop on by. What is on the agenda? Well, first of all, I need a Slowpoke for a collection challenge, but Kingambit is now able to be evolved to. This is the Gen 9 evolution of Bishop and Pawniard, but there's also Crown Costume Nidoking and Nidoqueen available in 3-star raids and in a quest which unfortunately is win 2 raids. But aside from the Crown Clash event, of course, we have Dynamax Suicune this weekend, which me and a handful of people are going to go and chase today. Don't want to interrupt in the com day tomorrow. And there's so many other bits and pieces, so while this person turns across in the traffic, anybody who saw this on X, we were hatching 3 10-kilometer eggs in the morning. First egg was a Tink, not the most amazing thing, but it was thought, cool, fine. And then a Shiny Larvesta hatched, which was frankly insane. That's my second one ever. And actually our very first one was only hatched about a year ago when the event gave us a shiny release, and we lucky traded it as shiny Volcaronas with JT Valor at New York Go Fest last year. So that was one hell of a way to start off. I think it was a Thursday actually. We also picked up a shiny Tyrant the same day on 2,000 encounters. However, oh my god, we got another one. No way. Double G Zapdos? It's in the CP range. It's not going to be a 100%er. What are the chances of that? That's frankly nuts. 2 G Zapdos on the same stretch of road here? I think today's going to be a good day, folks. 1 roll, 2 roll. Not going to catch, even though free shock is down. Double G-Bird runner. That's mental. I was going to say, I did a lucky trade with my better half because we actually went lucky friends legit. We swapped shiny Zacians because, of course, the crowned form is coming this Go Fest. Want to try for a Shundo or Schlundo on that. It came out as a 96% shiny lucky, which is frankly the best one we've got. So that's awesome. And I think we'll be potentially lucky trading a shiny G-Max Machamp if we can get it in a couple of weekends' time. Pawniard in the wild is really cool to see. However, the evolution requirements for Kingambit are frankly disgusting in my view. You have to have Bishop or Pawniard as your buddy, and to evolve it, you have to defeat 30 Dark or Steel type Pokemon in raids only. Raids only. You can't use Team Rocket, you can't use gym battles like we've had in the past. You have to raid battle with Bishop as your buddy to be able to evolve it to Kingambit. And during this event, only the 1-stars have these Steel and Dark type Pokemon available in them, which is not bueno in my view. But I'm hurriedly trying to work my way back towards Ealing. I'm going to go meet up with the Italian, and hopefully we can get ourselves a shiny Dynamax Suicune. But let me know your thoughts and feelings of this event in the comments below, of course. Also, if you feel like joining for Mesprit Raid Hour, I'm going to say this in this video now, and I'll repeat it at the end, but if you're looking for Mesprit Raids for next week's Raid Hour, you can drop a comment below, including your in-game name and your friend code. I'm going to add some people for that. Yeah, don't miss out on an opportunity. It gets 2 Raid Hours, regional legendaries. Got to give it a shot. Before I forget and we crack on with the event, the shiny boosts you might want to keep an eye out for are obviously for Nidoqueen and Nidoking in the raids and the quests. Slowpoke, Combi, and Litleo. Litleo's had quite a few shiny boosts in various events this year, but Combi, that's a boosted dust Pokemon, 750 base dust catch, which is awesome. And Slowpoke gets a Mega Indic, I guess. And these are your various research tasks. And to be honest, win a raid or power up 5 Pokemon is going to help you get a Pawniard, but the win 2 raids is kind of the Nidoqueen, Nidoking chase. Otherwise, they're all pretty meh. In fact, there's actually a Nidoking around the corner. Let's go and do that. In the Nidoking raid, and to be honest, the fact that this and Nidoqueen have got crowns, I think is just quality. Obviously, it's their namesake, Nidoqueen, Nidoking. I like a costume Pokemon. I know they're not everybody's bag, but I'm very happy to be chasing these and burning 5, soon to be 10 remotes a day trying to chase these, and 1449 I think is pretty meh. We'll see what we're gonna get. We did do 5 remotes. Even Masterful27 jumped in on the old remote game. Obviously you want this one to be blue, and not the shiny boost just yet, which is a real shame. And I like a costume chase. Admittedly, it's a bit of a shame they're raid locked, and the quest to get them is also doubly raid locked. Even catch 25 of something. Catch 25 of the starters, because starters are enough of a pain to catch anyway. That kind of justifies it. But there we go. Right, I've got not long of the daily incense left, and a tiramisu ice brew latte is calling from Starbucks, or rather the Italian might be. Actually, it's a 93. It's not bad. Quest wise, have we found anything? We've done this one. It's Pawniard, win a raid. We do have a couple of Hundos, so we may try and evolve one, but it probably won't be this video because we're not going to do enough raids of Dark and Steel type Pokemon to actually warrant evolving to Kingambit. I think they should have saved it for a Com Day, honestly. If they'd introduced the third stage, Kingambit with a Com Day for Pawniard, that would have been fire. As it is, it's kind of just a release with an event for the sake of a release, in my view. But hey, it's here in the game and it's here and now. Good news is a 3-star raid in Walpole hatching very soon, but we are playing catch up because it's been a flat week, really, with Pokemon GO. It's been an odd one. We have the Go Pass for May and we're at level 36, and we've got to view all of these rewards and claim them. Did get the premium track again, so we can get the lucky trinket ahead of Go Fests. All of the various different rewards, including Pokecoins, XL Candy, components, Max Particles, Poffins, everything in between. Now we have 9 encounters to check. This should be a Dynamax Machop, which G-Max Machamp's coming very soon, so that's kind of eh. Next encounter is going to be a Slowpoke, which is the Galarian form. That's the one that we don't need for this event. Now we've got a Nickit. This is a nice throwback to that random event earlier in the season. We do have a Lundo of this already. Fido is a Hundo we do need, but there's a lot of non-shiny captures coming in here. 415, a Klink is a shiny that many people might need, and it's also very strongly likely to be a community day in the future. Passimian is not a Dynamax version, that's a bit of a surprise. Pancham is definitely something that would be cool to pick up. It's not a shiny, and I don't know if that's a Hundo. We'll check it afterwards. Delmise is a very exclusive Pokemon, only previously available during the Beloved Buddies event via 3-star raids that were incredibly rare. And the final encounter so far is a Frillish, male, not shiny, and I don't think it's 100%. So there we go. And while we're here, let's claim the collection challenge. We did catch and evolve everything from the event, and it gives you a Pawniard that's not shiny in 602. There were no Hundos in that, although, a little throwback, we did do a random trade session and finally got a Lundo Mudbray from Milan. So it's another good trade with Marta. Oh, for crying out loud. The game crashed.
If you click back, we are done.
Let's find out if we're able to jump in. It was our first Dynamax Suicune. We've basically done the whole battle and hopefully be able to load in and get our encounter, but it was literally the final wave of whatever and the game just decided to crash for absolutely no reason. Nope. Fantastic, and there's no way I'm going to be able to redo that, so fantastic. Well, let's see what everybody else got. Attempt 2 seemed somewhat successful. Shout out to the 2 mid-level 30 players who helped me take this one down. They were somewhere spammed in. We dropped a Max Mushroom to make sure we get it done. So after all of that faff, 2 rounds of battling, we're not going to leave anything behind. First Suicune check, not shiny. And terrible as well. 1704 is your 100% for that for this weekend. I know plenty of people are probably going to have a crack at it during or around the community day tomorrow for Pawmi. I want to get it done today so I don't have to worry about that because Pawmi's a new shiny. I like a new shiny chase. We have completed half of a Nidoqueen or Nidoking research task. However, 1371 is our Nidoqueen from this raid. It's that thing of you'll have more opportunity after May the 13th at 11 AM PDT when 10 remotes go global. Thanks, we ultra friends with somebody from the Patreon that's put a lucky egg on. And it's not shiny, as you can see in the background there. Oh well, we tried. I prefer Nidoking's shiny. I like the blue. The blue's nice, the green is kind of like a grunge. This is really bad 2-star. Good news, we didn't crash when trying to start the screen recording. So, lobby battle Suicune number 2 is gonna be, please just be shiny so we can stop worrying about it. No, I think 1 CP higher than the last one. It's going to be a slow grind, people. But the good news is we finally got some Shadow Regirock spawning this weekend. So we're actually going to take that one down because I don't have that Shadow Shiny. A 2K is going to hatch for a duck. Nice. It's actually nice to be able to take down a Shadow Regirock. We haven't done this yet in the game. And 1657, I think it's 1784. It matches Regite on its stats, so this is possibly one of the worst you could encounter. Choco, not a Shadow Shiny, unfortunately. To be fair, it was very easy to get the other 2, so I'm hoping that Regirock plays nice. Just needed a great throw to play ball. Let's confirm it's almost the floor. 2 tasks, possibly for shiny boosted Nidoqueen or Nidoking. Let's find out. One is Nidoking that is not shiny. I think it's 1100 on the dot for that one that you need. Maybe it's 1084 for Nidoqueen. 1066. Battle of Hastings. History lesson, anybody? Let's just quickly find out what that's going to be. Oh, okay, 1066 is the Hundo. Yes, very nice indeed. There we go, we've got one of them ticked off for 100%er. A shame it wasn't a shiny, but I like a Hundo for the collection. In fact, it's a costume one. I mean, that's the thing with a costume Pokemon. You have no idea when it's going to come back. But there you go, Hundo Nidoqueen with the crown. Beautiful. 1049 is nearly the floor. So we nearly had the 10-10-10 Nidoking and then the Hundo Nidoqueen. We're going to work on the Pawniard with the shiny. This is the shiny 93er. We actually got New York Go Fest 2023. 13, 15, 14. That's the one we'll try and get to Kingambit. In fact, I haven't done the shiny evolution. Let's get the first of hopefully 2 shiny dexes. It may not be this video just because of how many raids you have to do. But here you go, this shiny Bishop. Boom, there you go. And honestly, the blue and the gold and accents and everything is just fantastic. So shiny dex. Middle stage completed. Unova. I like with the Unovan dex finally almost done and dusted. There you go. Got a third Suicune check. I still find it hysterical how you don't get golden razzes when you battle these things. Like, come on, seriously, you need golden razzes to catch these, and you don't get them. It's not even shiny, and it's a little bit better than the last two. That's something. Cliffy Boy's not looking too pleased, but that's because Regirock met the fists of the Mega Lucario. Second battle. Not Choco. 1732 is significantly better than the last one. I don't know what Pundo range or Spundo range is going to be off the top of my head. That will be Purified Hundo or Purified Shundo. Shiny Purified Hundo. It's all kinds of mixed up names for these things in Pokemon Go these days. I feel like the Shadow Legendary is a bit more agreeable than the regular ones. This is nowhere near a purifiable Hundo, but that's fine. First Nidoqueen of God knows, well, it's 2 of them really, but then there's some research. And it's really nice to see people jumping in on remotes. No, not shiny. That's a blessing in a way, because just after the 100% it would have been a bit of a troll. This is dead 3-star, 2 quests. 1 is not shiny. We know the Hundo's 1066. You're not a shiny Nidoking either. Lovely. Right, one more Nidoqueen. In fact, there's a pair of them. 1372. Just needs to be green, I guess. The same grungy green as Dragonite, please. A couple of people jumping in, and it is not. Oh, 1360 something. There's 3 checks coming up. First is the raid, not a shiny. Okay, 2 quest checks. This is a huge Nidoqueen of 1021. In the stack, here you go. And this one is another Nidoqueen 1044. I forget, is this Suicune number 4? There's so many things to battle this weekend. So, not shiny, 1675 is also so-so. Suicune should be the last major Dynamax/Gigantamax thing before the remote possibility for doing kind of Gmax and stuff via remote passes. Obviously, Gmax Machamp will be trying to coordinate, hopefully getting some people in on that. I did try and ask and understand how the invite system's going to work. Will you guys need to be in the same lobby as the person who invited you? Because if you do, that's really problematic, because obviously there's no private lobbies or anything to control that. The sun is playing havoc with some of the devices right now. Camera, phone, everything is overheating right now, which is not good, so we're gonna have to whip out the foam fan, I think. Just be shiny, so it's all good and happy days? No. Phone fan is now on, but Suicune, time to see if it's actually gonna be a first shiny Suicune of the day. Not just for me, for anybody who's here. Bam. No. 1680, we're getting up there. Bit of a lunch break, and we have finally found another Suicune after, honestly, so many Beldum, so many Grookey appearing. Please be Dynamax. No, it is not. And it's not really the best either, 1675. Dynamax, the spawn points today are not the best. Entei was vastly better, just with everything being really clustered tight together. This time we're having to walk quite far between them, so we're only on battle number, like, 8. Let's hit the Gmax move. Thankfully, it respawned. Actually, shiny for anybody at this point, because we haven't seen anyone locally getting the shiny today. It does exist, I've seen it on social media. This one is not shiny, and 1678. We keep hovering around that sort of slightly above mediocre. Managed to get in a battle just before it turned to 4 o'clock, and the good news is the game didn't crash. So, nope, 1678, honestly. Did actually finally count and check. This is Suicune battle number 10. Also, the amount of debris flying around today is unholy. While an electric Peugeot crawls past us like a tortoise, can this please be a shiny? No. And we are only 10 battles in. It's a shiny rate of roughly 1 in 20, like standard legendary raids. Okay, we're just going for another check now. Somebody has had a shiny, which is honestly lovely to know it exists, but it's not a tour. 1682. Reggie the Rock Dwayne Johnson, done. I got 1678, which is just awful. Tick it off. come on. No. You ain't no Suicune, that's for damn sure, Regirock. Anyway, this, as you can see, is apocalyptically awful. But there should be... Damn, it spawned into a Beldum. Would you believe it? But we have another one in 6 minutes. Before we press on and check out that Regirock raid, a big thanks, as always, to every single person who's a part of my immensely awesome Patreon squad who take the support to the next level, because without each of you guys supporting the channel through that platform, we wouldn't continue to be here doing what we do. So huge appreciation for each and every single one of you. Stick on there, get involved in the raids, help do the live streams, all the bits and pieces, get involved in the community. Huge respect. Forgot that Regirock completes these 3 research tasks for Nidoqueen Nidoking. Please shine. No. I think the rest of these are going to be Nidoking, but 1100 I think is the 100%, not a shiny. Time to see if Reginald of the Rock will be... oh, 1720. It's good to see these appearing. It is not a Shadow Shiny. Suicune, I think number 12 or 13 maybe. Genuinely just lose count after so long because they take an age, and it is not shiny. Ooh, 1645. That is atrocious. Suicune number God knows what at 5 o'clock, so actually the reset should happen. Maybe it respawns here, but our luck so far has been pretty terrible when it comes to the resets. Be shiny so we can give up the chase. It is not shiny. Another Suicune check is not a shiny. One more Suicune check is not shiny. Would you? Oh my God, how bad can you get? This thing. How dare you. Quick Suicune check before actually getting a Nidoking raid in. Bam! Honestly, this thing. I didn't like Suicune before. I still don't like it. But hopefully we can get a Nidoking raid quickly. That's what I was hoping to be able to do. Go swiftly from one battle to another. And this... Here's the B-roll of the Nidoking raid. Yay, we may have got a shiny, or it was probably terrible. Fantastic. 17th Suicune as it turns out. Check-wise, it's still not shiny. 1651. Given how we started today's video with all the eggs and everything from a couple of days ago, let's try 3 10-kilometer eggs again to get Tinkating. It's how we started before. Now, maybe a Toxel would have been a 6 shiny to get, and a Dreepy. Need a Hundo. I'm not sure if that's it. 426. Yeah, it's 91. Rubbish and rubbish. There's a Suicune here. Suicune numero 18 isn't shiny in 1673. I can't believe, out of all the stuff today, no shiny Regirock, no shiny Nidoqueen or King, and no Suicune. We've literally had the hardest fail out of everything. Thank God I screen recorded the Larvesta and we got the G-Birds at the beginning of the session. It's another XXL. What? Lucky 19th battle for Francesco. He got his shiny, so that gives us some hope. So, can we make it not our shiny? And 1668. Right, battle number 20 of the day. Finally, let's see, and keep your fingers crossed, people, that this has to shine. Honestly, otherwise it's going to be out early tomorrow morning before PoGoMiLUK Day. No. Such a drag. It's such a drag, honestly. I know that there's a whole thing, you don't have to necessarily chase the shiny. We have the shiny from years ago. We have the Shadow Shiny. These, they take so much longer, coordination, all that jazz, and it's like we've spent the best part of half a day trying to grind for it. Also 20 times 800 max particles. One roll, and there you go. Bat throw was all we needed to catch the damn thing. 20 Dynamax Suicunes done. Nothing particularly to mention, and literally no shinies today at all from anything. Thanks very much anybody who's made it towards the end of today's video. Appreciate you all for sticking around. Now, I thought we'd do something since we actually did get a pretty cool Pokemon in today's little grind sesh. Of course, the brand new Nidoqueen with the crown, 100% from field research. I don't think I've ever level 50'd a Nidoqueen before. So since we have the XL candy and everything, let's put it up to 2812. I'm hoping maybe able to pull in a shiny of that later on in the event. Don't worry, because this first sort of couple of days is really a teaser and a warm-up for what really gets going in part 2, the Crown Clash Taken Over, which of course brings in new Team Rocket, new Shadow Pokemon, new Shadow Shinies from the Team Rocket leaders, and we'll have Shadow Dialga research to go for, and of course the Shadow Regigigas Shiny Raid Day on the 17th, which is frankly awesome. I'm really looking forward to that one. So let me know your thoughts and feelings of this event in the comments below, of course. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit that subscribe button down below and stick around for more content. Of course, you can check out one of the videos here on the screen for your viewing pleasure. Don't forget you can get involved with next week's raid hour for Shiny Mesprit if you comment your in-game name and your friend code down below. That would be awesome. I hope to see you all for tomorrow. Best of luck for your community day for PoGoMiLUK. It's going to be awesome. Do take care.